in that last episode of Isla Napali, we started to fill in this new area with, actually the new medical center. And this episode, we're gonna do some more work on the medical center. And I hope that you guys will enjoy this episode. Again, as always, leave some feedback if you like, and also make sure to like the video. But now, enjoy the next episode of Isla Napali. Hello everybody, gosh, oh, that kind of noise at the beginning, my mouth was a little bit sticky. However, that's a great start to the video, which was absolutely not intended, I promise. First of all, sorry, the footage is a little bit more sped up than usually. This is simply because I didn't want to force 2 videos out of this 2.5-ish hour footage I have here. And I also haven't had the time to cut all the stops out, so you will potentially have some little footage stops in between. It's taken from the live stream, so I'm sorry for that. Anyways, the second thing I wanted to talk about before we go into what I'm doing actually in this episode, it's again time for some general feedback from you guys. I really would love to have some feedback on that topic. So please stick with me in this commentary, and if you have clicked away in another tab now, or if you are playing a game now and listening to it as a podcast, come back please, look at the screen. No, you don't actually need to look at the screen, but please listen to me. There are a few things I just thought about recently regarding my channel, and since there will be a little bit of a break because we're moving places at the moment, and you know, naturally I can't make that many videos now, but once we have settled in a new home, I have completely new possibilities to make videos and make streams. So this is really the perfect point today to talk about it. There are 2 things I noticed about my channel. First thing being, and this is what I've also posted on the community wall recently, the last month, so the month of March, or maybe it's still March, but the March of 2019 was my worst ever month in terms of YouTube. Only regarding the subs, by the way. I made minus 51 subs standing today. Maybe it get a little bit more, a little bit less in the next couple of days, I don't know, but minus 51 subs, which is, and now first of all, because I know that a lot of people are fucked up about people criticizing and moaning about that stuff, and I totally get that. And here's my thing, I'm not moaning, I don't care. I tell you in a second why, but I also tell you why I'm bringing that topic up now. So after we've changed all the things about my channel, starting Isla Napali, deleting all the other series, having Anno in between, which was great, the whole thing took off again. Everything worked, everything was fine. The views constantly got better and better. They had a little bit of a drop, which is normal around March, April in Germany and in YouTube in general. This is like the time of the year where YouTube is always the worst. This is fine. No doubts about that, but sub-wise, it was ridiculous. Like, after we started over again, the first month was great. Well, nearly half a thousand, like 500 people joined the channel. The month later, 400 somewhat, I don't know. And then, I don't know, from the day of end of February, I don't know, things changed. The views got even better. Like, we are at 80k views a month, which is a good rate for me. Usually everything around 100,000 is really awesome for the channel, which is with the amount of videos I post, which is good. It's a good rate. The interaction was amazing, better than always. My comments are raising all the time. You guys are doing an amazing job. Please keep it up. The interaction is great. I feel better than ever before with this channel. I have a lot of fun. I love the interaction. Just a recent example now, we deleted the go-kart track because you guys have been so pissed about it, I want to call it. But no, you had some valid points here. You had some justified criticism about the track being here. This is great. I love this. But here's the thing. Here's the one thing. I don't get how this can result in such a dramatic drop in subs, for example. And it can't be only about deleting profiles or whatnot, because This is always happening. You always get a notification from YouTube, hey, this Saturday we will clean up some accounts again, so you may see a drop, yeah, whatever. It's always around 17 to 70, I don't know, but normally over the months, over the course of the months, this kind of levels again, and you don't really notice that. So the average, the average change in subs is always pretty much constant, constant in terms of what's happening or not, regarding how your videos perform. So what happened apparently, my search results are great, my SEO optimization is great, my tagging is performing kind of well. I'm popping always up in the search feeds when I use my other channels, which I always use to check my stuff. It all's great. The interaction rate is better than like with 80% of the videos on YouTube. The like rate is amazing. The like to dislike rate is amongst the best you can have. So everything is right, everything's great, but no one subs. Like, I can even see how many people watch the videos, but not sub. Like, I can see that we have just rejoining people that rejoined the channel, I don't know, 50 times. No, not that much, but like 10 times or so, didn't ever sub. And now here's the thing. I am digital strategist in an agency. And this is my full-time job. This is what I do for a living. And my main goal is to understand why things work or not. Alright, and that was the doorbell. Yeah, so my main goal, as I said, is to understand why things happen and why they don't. And especially YouTube is a very strange environment at the moment. Things, even looking into statistics and stuff, don't really work the way they used to work, and I have no clue. Like, it's more than a trend that, you know, people really consider who to follow and who to subscribe. It's not like a few years ago where people just hit the subscribe button when they saw like 10 seconds of interesting stuff and like, yeah, let's subscribe. It's not happening any longer. It's, you know, but I think, and this is why it is so strange for me, my content I produce here on YouTube, it's nothing quick, clickbait, strong entertainment based things, right? It's not that kind of content where you go like, oh, I see a dog, I don't know, using a sled going down the hill and just crashing into a tree, and it's funny, and he's making like a million videos like funny animals, right? You click and see, okay, immediately, wow, clickbait, cool, I want to see that every day to have a good laugh. Boom, sub, easy. This is content, so if you guys stick with me and listen to this video, and you will hopefully go down in the comments and join my discussion and my problem here to make me better understand what's going on. It's not an easy thing. So if you decide to subscribe to my channel, I hope you feel well here. I hope you feel welcome, and you have really an intrinsic motivation to take part in this community. So I really wonder, when there are so many people, and I can see that the watch time is generally quite good, like my watch time and view to end rate is really good. It's performing actually pretty good. So these are the things that really do interest me, because this is also very important when we work for our clients with YouTube, Instagram and whatnot. So the key performance indicators are mostly about these kind of things. And this is why I'm even more confused, right? Even the City Skylines videos, by the way, if you're wondering where it is, I have no time at the moment, so this is the reason. It kind of is always weird. I just don't get it. Even they worked pretty well in terms of views and interaction, like in terms of what you can expect. But like the one thing that doesn't really work is subscribers count on my channel. And then again, you have other channels that are pretty much dead, right? And nothing is happening and stuff like that. And still, these channels have better subscribers rate than I have, which is, I don't know, weird. More than weird. Because they are also affected by YouTube cleaning up some profiles, you know? And so this is why I wanted to explain that to you, to make you understand that I actually don't care about subs. I'm not going to make this full-time anywhere in the future. I can't see that, because I have my full-time job, which I love, to be honest, and I can imagine to even grow in that even more. This is my pure hobby here, and this is something I'm growing with, because I love it, and I love the strong connection I have with Frontier, for example. I love everything about it, but it's a hobby, so at the end of the day, I'm not really relying on it. There is this one rule I had with my wife that everything I do for the channel has to be paid by this channel. This is the only reason why I also try to make a little bit of money out of it. So I'm not going to buy a new graphics card from my hardly-earned money for us. I'm mostly doing this with the money I make from YouTube and Twitch, so I think this is a valid point. I have to do my taxes shit for it, and I'm paying like 50% tax of it. It's nothing you really would do for a living. It's ridiculous. If you haven't started with that years ago, it makes no sense at all. However, I want to understand things, and I want to really understand why things are the way they are. So please, if I'm talking about that in the future and dropping some comments, it's not, really not because I am pissed or whatever. I just want to understand. That's the sole reason behind that. And no, I also won't complain if another 50,000 people would subscribe to the channel. I would warmly welcome them and try to build an even greater community out of that with the same kind of relationship we guys share at the moment. So I'm super duper happy about what we have, and I super duper generally greatly would love to grow that as well. Anyways, a second thing I want to quickly mention before we talk at least a little bit of what I do in this video is my commentary. So recently I watched a video from 2016 with me and Ed being on stage of the Gamescom, and I listened to my commentary, which you can't even call a commentary because it was just weird talking. I actually misunderstood half of the stuff that Ed said, and it was awkward to listen to. I jumped back to another video from 2017 and listened to my commentary, and it was better, yes, but it wasn't great. And then I jumped into some videos of the early 2018 videos I made. They were better than the 2017 ones, but they're not great. And then I watched my videos again, and it was always me, don't get me wrong, but it was not 100% me, which is not to the fact that I wanted to act like someone or that I wanted to make kind of another self of myself, like kind of act like another person. I think it was more that I still didn't feel comfortable enough to record videos, and I couldn't really use my voice and my language to the extent that I can do it right now. I wasn't that confident enough. I wasn't, there was so many things that didn't feel natural, as they do right now, I have to admit. Recording videos by now is no problem at all. And so here's my thing, and I hope you guys noticed this over the course of the last couple of videos. I want to try to be even more natural. I don't want to cut out all the stuff. Like if I, hit the microphone as an example, I always do it, right? And this is not intentionally, but I just don't want to cut it out. It's normal. It belongs to me. It belongs to the channel. When the doorbell rings because my wife came home, I don't want to go and record this all over again. Either you guys like it or you're not, but I don't want to act like something perfect that it isn't, right? I don't want to do something just for the sake of doing it because YouTube asks me to do it that way. So please let me know in the comments down below if you're fine with it, because I just want to be even more like I am. Talk about the topics I want to talk. Don't do anything clickbaity. I mean, yes, surely I could try to bring up very controversial things in every episode, and you guys would comment the hell out of it and would moan and would do whatever, and the view rate and sub rate at some point would definitely grow. I could make only clickbaity titles. I could only go for clickbaity content. I'll never do that. Don't even think about that this could ever be possible. There is no intent or whatsoever for me to do that. Great, and now exactly that happened. I hit the wrong button and the recording stopped, so here I am again. Now, last couple of seconds, I quickly wanted to talk about this episode. I think there's not much to say about because I already said last episode what's going to happen. I made the little medical center outpost. I started to do the interior of the little shop area, and we did a lot of work around the backstage area. So please, let me know your feedback in the comments down below, regarding everything we talked about, regarding my channel, regarding what I said about me being a bit more me in the videos, and also about this episode, what you've seen. So if I got the time, I put some screenshots in the end, but I'm pretty sure I haven't got the time because it's freaking late already on Thursday. So tomorrow everything gets started. And yeah, guys, have a great time. Thanks for being awesome. Thanks for being here. And I hope to see you in the next one. No idea when this will be, but you're gonna see. You're gonna find out. Trust me, I'll be back. Until then, have a great time and bye-bye.
We should be hiding out wherever we may find